Kuna huyu muuaji aliyeua watoto wanne huko Uganda tarehe 2 mwezi wa 4. Najua wengine mnajua hii story. Sitaki ujuaji, sawa? Maana kuna watu wanajifanya wanajuaji sana, sawa? Sikusaidii peke yako, nasaidia watu wengi sana, mikoa tofauti, nchi tofauti. Usicheke tushe dhambi. Okay, kuna huyu mshikaji bwana anaitwa Christopher Okello Onyumu. Huko Uganda bwana, kwenye daycare center moja Gaba, Kampala, Uganda, aliua watoto kwa kuwachoma visu mpaka kufa. Okay, story ipo hivi. Huyu mshikaji bwana kabla hajaua watoto hiyo siku, kabla hiyo siku alikuwa ameenda shuleni hapo kwenye hiyo shule kujifanya kama anaenda kuandikisha mtu fulani. Na kesho yake siku ambayo ameua, alienda pale akatoa admission fee. Muda huo pia alinunua makufuli mawili na kuyafunga kwenye mageti ya kutokea, na baada hapo kushika watoto wanne na kuwachoma visu mpaka kuwaua. Mshikaji bwana alikamatwa na mpaka saa hizi bado yuko mahakamani, lakini yeye mwenyewe amekiri kuwa ni kweli aliua hao watoto, lakini pia anadai kuwa aliua kutokana na tamaa za fedha au hizi mila za kishetani, mila za kichawi, siku za nini, labda alipewa masharti. Na hii issue ilipangwa, yani aliipanga issue kabla siku ambayo alifanya mauaji, maana alienda kuifuatilia shule na kufuatilia namna gani ambavyo angejipendekeza pale na ili kuua wale watoto. Huyu mshikaji bwana ni Marekani lakini pia ni Uganda. Yaani maana yake ana uraia wa Marekani na wa Uganda. Historia yake inaposemekana 2017 alimpoteza kaka yake wa kambo. Kaka yake wa kambo alikufa. Pia kuna historia nyingine 2018 na historia nyingine 2019 yote ya mauaji ambayo hakufungwa. Yani ya kufungwa na ilithibitishwa kwa kufuatiliwa, labda sijui kama ilionekana kama yeye labda akuhusika na hicho kifo, lakini hakufungwa kipindi hicho. Lakini mara hii amekuja baada ya miaka 20 kukaa Marekani, amekuja Uganda, ndipo alipofanya mauaji ya kuua watoto wanne. Watoto wadogo sana, hata ukiangalia umri wao wadogo, yani mkubwa sana, miaka sijui 3 kama sio 4. Hebu imagine mtu kawaua watoto na kuwachoma visu na kuwakatakata. Hebu angalia hizo. Sasa ila binadamu jamani. Haya mauaji tuendelee kuangalia hivyo. So hicho ndio kitu ambacho kimetokea huko Uganda, na kesi yake inaendelea kusomwa. Hatujui atanyongwa au atafungwa maisha. Bwana atakachofanya afanye. Mauaji ya kuua watoto yanauma sana. Hata akiuliwa afe tu anyongwe, atajua mwenyewe. Msicheke afshe dhambi, sio kitu cha kucheka. Labda tu nikukumbushe ndugu yangu, chukua link kwenye bio, nenda moja kwa moja WhatsApp, kachukue mikeka bure. Kwa wale ambao tunatamani kubeti, tunataka tubeti, ili tupate hela, tumpige kanji, tumpige muhindi. Kuna mikeka bure imesukwa na King Mauaji. Chukua link yako kwenye bio, moja kwa moja WhatsApp, chukua mikeka yako bure, tia hela yako, tuendelee kupata pesa. Sina cha kusema zaidi ya kusema kuwa ndugu zangu, tusifuate masheria ya kipumbavu na ya kijinga ya ovyo ambayo tunapewa na wachawi, sipi na waganga, sipi na nini. Kwanza muamini Mungu wako, ishi na Mungu wako, utabarikiwa.
Mr. Okello, I am under duty to explain to you what was happening. It is called a preliminary hearing, and it is intended to expedite the trial without having to call the witnesses. So in this case, you, your lawyers, and the prosecution agreed to the evidence of the post-mortem reports. So I am supposed to explain to you as court what those reports reveal, but I also have to tell you that these reports do not implicate you as the one who committed the offense. The reports only reveal the nature of injuries on the deceased persons and also the cause of death. They do not implicate you. So I want you to listen carefully, because after this process, I'm supposed to come up with a memorandum of agreed facts, which all of us are supposed to sign. So I want you to listen carefully. You sign, your lawyers will sign, the prosecutors will sign, and I will also sign. And then they will form part of the record of proceedings. Okay? Yes. So we have 4 children who are said to have been killed, and there is a doctor who performed a post-mortem examination on each one of them, or on all of them. And that doctor is called Dr. Katongole Abdul. Okay? So he examined all the 4 children and came up with the reports. So those reports, I have admitted them as prosecution exhibits. Okay? The first report is in respect of a child called Eteku Gideon, and it was done by, the examination was done by Dr. Katongole Abdul on the 2nd of April, 2026. Okay? I want you to listen carefully. And he said when he received this body, it was of a male preschool child of a black race. On evidence of trauma, there was a 14-centimeter long open wound on the right side of the neck, which was located at 66 centimeters from the right heel and the nape of the neck. It was long than it was deep. It was also characterized by smooth edge, regular margins, no bridging fibers, marginal contusion, no contusion of the underlying soft tissues. That the wound was deep, it was transecting through the esophagus, the trachea, the internal jugular vein, the vagus nerve, cut fractures of C6 vertebrae. However, the spinal cord of this body, it was intact. Then he said that the cause of death for this child was hypovolemic shock due to deep cut wounds. In simple terms, that this child was cut and he was cut deeply, and as a result, he died. So that is the first report, and I have admitted it, and I have marked it Exhibit 1 for the prosecution. Have you understood that?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So the second one that you have agreed upon, your lawyers and the prosecution, is another post-mortem report. It is for a girl child. She's called again Roth Keisha Otim. Her body was also examined by the same doctor. The same doctor is called Dr. Katongole Abdul. And she was found to be a female preschool child, and she was of black race. The evidence of trauma, this child that she had, the body of this child had a 9-centimeter long open wound, and it was on the right side of the neck at 65 centimeters from the right heel and 1 centimeter from the anterior middle line. And it was longer than it was deep. The wound was longer, the length was bigger or more than the depth of the wound. That this wound was also characterized by smooth edges, regular margins, and no marginal contusion, no bridging fibers. The cause of death for this child was also the same, hypovolemic shock following deep cut wound to the neck. So the doctor is saying that this child was cut deeply in the neck, and as a result, she died. Have you understood that?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So I have also admitted this post-mortem report, and I have marked it PEX2. That means prosecution exhibit number 2. And the other report is in respect of another child. He's called Seriange Ignatius, and he's also a male child. He's a male preschool child. He's of black race, and it was the same doctor who examined his body as well, and that is Dr. Katongole Abdul. He found that this child had evidence of trauma or injuries that there was a 14 centimeter long open wound on the right side of the neck, which was longer than it was deep. This wound was also longer. The length was bigger than the depth. And the wound was characterized by smooth edges and regular margins. There were no marginal contusions, bridging fibers, no contusions of the underlying tissues. The wound was also deep, and it was transecting through the skin and the underlying neck muscles. And he said also the cause of death for this child was also hypovolemic shock following deep cut injuries to the neck. So that this child also had been cut on the neck, and the cuts were deep, and that's why he died. That is, I have also admitted this report, and I have marked it prosecution exhibit number 3. Mr. Okello, have you understood this?
Yes, my lord.
You've understood?
I have understood, yes, my lord.
Okay. The last one is also a post-mortem report, and this one was, the examination was done on a child called Odeke Ryan. He was found to be a male preschool child. He's of black race. The wounds on him, or the injuries on him, were 9 centimeter deep cut wound located on the right side of the neck in the oblique fashion at 60 centimeter from the right heel, stretching from the anterior middle line. It was also longer than it was deep, and the wound was characterized by smooth edges, regular margins, no marginal contusions, no branching or bridging of fibers. It was deep, dissecting through the underlying neck muscles, neck vessels, and the cause of death for this child, Ryan Odeke, was also found to be hypovolemic shock following deep cut injuries to the right side of the neck. So the long and short of this is that this child was cut in the neck, and the cut was deep, and as a result of that, he died. Mr. Okello, have you understood this?
Yes, my lord, I have understood it.
Okay. And I have also admitted this one as a prosecution exhibit, and I have marked it PEX 4, prosecution exhibit number 4. So Dr. Katongole Abdul is not going to come to court, but his evidence has been admitted.